Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Thursday, December 31st, 2020. Yes, a historic New Year's Eve here in crypto land. Bitcoin, of course, gunning for that 30K all-time high mark. Nearly tapped it overnight. It has been an ongoing, parabolic, bullish, non-stop ride in the last couple days, if not few weeks. Anybody who hasn't boarded the train yet, I'm sure, is now rethinking their decisions as we approach this 30K horizon. To discuss all this and more today, we have our two analysts, Jason and Alex, with us today. What are you guys up to?
Good riddance to 2020, bud.
That is the case unless 2020 was just the prologue to 2021's really bad year.
I get what you mean. 2021 is really looking bleak.
Yeah, it looks a
But
little
to be fair, 2020 started out really bad when we almost went to war with Iran in January this year.
Year of the rat.
Like a lifetime ago.
Indeed, it's been a wild year, and that big, what happened, I guess in March, and we're now dealing with the aftermath of that. But it seems to be, at least if you're a crypto holder, crypto enthusiast, kind of ending on a high note. Not everything is so bad.
Yeah. If you got a Bitcoin bag, you're pretty happy in 2020.
Absolutely. And even if you're holding mostly an array of alts, I'm sure you feel like we're heading into something, and into that big alt cycle. Yeah, it could be into that big cycle. So I'm sure things are looking decent heading into January, which makes one wonder, is January going to be the month where the bottom drops out and we all kind of lick our wounds?
The other shoe just dropped.
Indeed. All right, let's take a look at what we're working with today. Let me try to restore the live chat, but in the meantime, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. Seems like a mixed bag today. A few winners.
Really does.
Posting up some decent gains. I see Uni up 15%, the Filecoin up 16%, Theta 16%, Decred 13%, ZIL 11%, Cosmos about 10%, and we got DOT up another 9%. I think DOT today displaced Bitcoin Cash on the coin market cap. Not sure.
Flippening.
Yeah, it's the BCH killer before it's the ETH killer, huh?
Yeah. And I think with XRP in the tubes,
dumpster fire.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a bit of a shuffle in the last few days of the CoinMarketCap's top 10 or top 5. So it looks interesting. Maybe we'll review the CoinMarketCap list in a bit, see what we can gain in there. With that,
of course, Bitcoin's still number one by
by a massive margin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in fact, that's one of the main sentiments I'm seeing in the space right now. Is a lot of people going like, "Oh my God, when ETH pump, when you name it, all these alts that were around during the 17 pump, none of them are anywhere near their all-time highs. Right. Bitcoin is definitely blasted through it, and now just seems to set a new all-time high every second day. The people, the EOSs and the Dashes, the Ethereums, you name it.
That's why I think we got to be patient on some of these, because like Ethereum has a long way to go to its top. I mean, LTC has a long way to go to its top. I believe that they'll get there. We just have to be patient. But when they pop, man, they're gonna pop.
Does everybody remember when the narrative was that all the alts, 90%
have to disappear
before Bitcoin could make a new all-time high, right? Do you remember that?
Yep, this is definitely proving them wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose if you sat out of Bitcoin and you were stuck in alts, it felt like alts went to zero.
Yeah, it still does.
Yeah, I mean, when you see those alt Bitcoin charts over the long term, you're like, what am I doing with my life? Let's buy Bitcoin.
Yep. Yeah, I think
buy Bitcoin, go live on Aruba shores, and quit staring at the price chart. I guess is probably
Yeah,
what you should do.
there's no too late of a time to just start DCAing instead of having to micromanage all your trading and stuff like that. Just DCA and forget about it, man. If it's something you believe in, like Bitcoin for me, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and DCA into DNT or some shit like that, but like Bitcoin's a different story.
Yeah, I think what it does demonstrate is the market participants are different than the 17 run. I don't know if I want to call them more
There's just
sophisticated.
it's a larger space now, man.
It is, but in the sense that 17 had a certain kind of viral euphoria. 17
Well,
was
and
where
we're not at the market top yet. We'll
we're
get the
not,
market
but
euphoria.
Bitcoin is
The
flying.
euphoria
So
will come.
it goes to kind of show you maybe the same type of everyday retail sucker that was piling into random coins during the
You mean
17 run up.
us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
us.
you.
Yeah, noobs. I was already kind of a Bitcoin maxi there, and then after the 17 run and subsequent dump, I became even more of a maximalist. Altcoins never really recovered, and
hmm
even if Bitcoin went through got washed out in the end, it still seemed like Bitcoin was the safe bet. And I think a lot of people might have, at least anybody who was left over from that fallout, I think realized that too, and that's why maybe people have a different respect for Bitcoin now, and you're just not seeing these other coins getting the speculative fervor that's driving them up to the all-time highs, the way Bitcoin is, right? So I do think that
Yeah.
maybe the most participants are a little more sophisticated now, or at the very least,
Maybe the answer is the argument that this run truly is institution driven, and because institutions just won't or can't touch the alts because of either regulatory uncertainty or just like all the risk involved
Yeah.
in alt space, that maybe that like there's just for them there's really nowhere else to put their money. There's Bitcoin, maybe soon there'll be some Ethereum, and then like that's really all they can safely put their money in.
Yeah, because they got to figure out a way to get their money out of the dollar.
yep, that potential. But of course, if XRP and this whole Ripple debacle's shown anything, it's that the SEC is going to regulators are sooner or later going to come for some of these coins. Which ones do you want to be holding? Do you want to be holding the ones that have a huge regulatory liability? Probably not. They want to have the safer bets. So BTC likely not going to be ever ruled as security. Nobody really to drag in front of Congress with. So BTC seemingly where a lot of people are placing their bets. So what more? Am I back?
Yep,
All right, brilliant. I'm
I can hear you.
back. All right, fingers crossed the stream is restored. I think it is. Oh, okay, this should restore it. Fingers crossed YouTube can reconnect. Okay, I think we're back. Yes, I think we're restored. I had to do a quick reset here. I think we are back though. Do let us know. Apologies to the audience. I'm sorry for a bit of delay. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes things just happen. Ripple comes through the matrix. I don't know if it's a solar flare, knocks out my grid array over here, but
It means you're on the right track.
yep. Please do let us know if
Flux
I'm back.
capacitor is malfunctioning, guys. You know how it is. Internet things.
Internet things, guys, but do
Talking
let
about
us
Tron?
know. We've been alive for the last, say, 30 seconds, so please drop
It's a
a
joke on
comment.
the Internet of Things.
Drop a comment in the live chat if we're back. Fingers crossed this is restored
You
and
know what was a good show back in
Can
the
you
early
hear us?
90s?
what's
Reboot.
it?
You remember that?
Of
Speaking of,
course, that was one of my
I do
favorites.
remember Reboot.
I love that. It was a Canadian show. It was produced in Canada. It was
oh,
still acting up. That's why it leads me to suspect that the my router is on the way out or something like that. Only seems to happen when I overwhelm the upload link. Alright, well, I think we're back. Fingers crossed this stays on. If not, I might have to